This is my 2014 Golf GTI. These Mark 7 Golf GTIs are super popular in South Africa. Even our police force use them. The reason for that is because it is an award-winning hatch that packs more value than ever. But it somehow boasts status, and for some unknown reason that seems important. But with that reputation comes a problem. You see, a lot of people stretch their wallets to the max to buy one of these. They don't joke around with these cars, they drive them real hard. But when it breaks, they don't have money to fix them, and therefore they just send it to a friend of a friend that can do it on the cheap. And that's what happened to mine. Now, in this video, I'm gonna give you a breakdown of how much I paid and how much it cost me to get it to this point. Now, even with all that numbers in mind, when you feel that torque, you forget about the numbers. So, bought this car on auction sight unseen. And the auction listing didn't really give you any information on the car, no description whatsoever, which is understandable because they deal with the thousands and thousands of cars on a daily basis, and giving a description on each and every car is going to be a monumental task. So you're only left with a few photos, the mileage, no service records, and whether the car starts. And on this car, that was there, and that's what I had to work with. So I won the auction on a price of 152,000 South African rands. The auction fees set me back another 34,932 rands, and I had to ship the car here, which cost me 8,000 South African rands, which brings the total to own this car in my driveway 194,933 South African rands. See, their plan is actually very simple. It was just to give it a refresh and fix any worn bits that need to be fixed, and then flick it for a profit. Because the popularity and the value of this car is actually in my favor. But that soon changed when I saw this. As a former Audi technician, I decided that I'd need to remove the engine so that I can then replace and reseal every seal and surface. And that's what you see me doing here. Now I'm ready to take out the engine so that I can open it up and inspect. It seems the deeper I went, the worse it got. I found a ton of mistakes from the last mechanic that worked on this car. I'm gonna leave you now with a montage of carnage. This is yet another discovery. Look at this. Every single hole is stripped. The only way forward is a full engine rebuild. And this was going to blow the budget by a lot. With a lot of trips to the parts stores back and forth, I was committed and ready to get this engine done properly. The cylinder block was sent to be checked and rebored. And while the cylinder block has its engineers, I noticed the camshafts need to be replaced, so I sourced a brand new set of second-hand camshafts off Facebook Marketplace. I've installed the crankshaft, ensuring that the wheel clearance is set correctly, followed by the pistons. Then it's time to close that all up. I'm replacing all the seals and applying new sealant to all the sealing surfaces. Now it's time to get the cylinder head on, and that's what you see me done over here. I am replacing all the timing chains and guides while I'm in there. Now I'm installing all the ancillaries. Followed by a brand new clutch kit. Now to get to this point, I've spent 1,228 South African rands on engineering. Then the total parts, the total rebuild parts was 77,100 South African rands. That includes clutch, full rebuild kit, all the gaskets and seals, everything to get the engine rebuilt. Unfortunately, that didn't last long. It seems like there's a noise coming from the second-hand camshaft I've installed. Luckily, the guy I bought it off was cool enough, so I sent him back for a refund. There was also an oil leak that led me on a goose chase, but I found it and saw that it was just a timing chain cover. So a brand new set of camshafts was the answer. Here we go again. Off with the cam cover, out with the old and in with the new. Replacing all the necessary bolts, as these bolts are torque to yield bolts and can't be used again. Now you're wondering, are we done and I could enjoy the world's most expensive GTI? However, there was an oversight on my behalf. So, two of the connecting rods, when I did the rebuild, two of the connecting rods, the small end bearings were slightly worn. I thought I could get away with it, but unfortunately, I cannot. And this is what it sounds like. Lastly, final figures. A 7,000 South African rands refund for the second-hand camshaft that I've sent back, and another 10,000 South African rands for the new camshafts that I've installed. But first, we have to remove the engine once again. For the final time, I removed the engine to replace the two affected connecting rods. The new connecting rods and the associated bits set me back 10,622 South African rands. Bringing the final figure of this GTI as it sits to a grand total of 282,391 South African rands. That is the world's most expensive GTI, and it's a base model. No xenon lights, no parking sensors, nothing. Shocking, right? And just like that, the engine is completed. No knocks, no rattles, just pure GTI power. So, was it worth it? Did I spend too much money? I would like to hear your take. Leave your comments down below. And if you've liked this video, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, I'll see you guys soon.